Great morning, great morning, great morning.
Grand Rising, everyone.
Great morning.
Great
Morning.
morning. Great morning, Grand Rising.
Great morning, everyone.
Let's get this party started. Today is July the 16th, and something is happening. Something massive is happening. A major shift is happening right now within the leaders, within the next wave of leaders. And today's topic can be an accelerator, a major accelerator for those who you can feel the transformation inside of yourself. You can feel the next level of you like bubbling over, stirring up inside, and you're ready to break through and be that version of you that just turns it on, that causes things to happen that would not have normally happened around you. And that for those who have not yet watched the replay from Monday Leaders, this is a continuation of that topic. That topic. I'm seeing so many people come into this business more than ever before. That is becoming like the new norm, where people are coming in and they're not wasting any time. I met someone in Louisville. She's been in for she's about to finish her first full month. First 2 weeks, one executive director. 2 days ago, she broke two separate director legs, which means they automatically went executive director, which means silver executive director. Yesterday, she broke four managers. Yesterday, new managers. And she's running for platinum within her first month and can do it. at the rate that she's going right now, she can qualify platinum within her first month by breaking 4 director legs right away, 4 director legs with 3,000 in premium. And she's just creating a manager factory. And one might think, oh, what kind of special breed of people does she have that I don't have? One might think, what kind of special ninja trick skills does she have that I don't have? Um, you know, those are the kind of thoughts that kind of come through our mind. And always there's some nuances. There's always a story behind the story. There's always some little nuances there, but the nuances aren't big enough for the transformation that I'm talking about here. 20% of that is a person's, the amount of influence they had before they got here, the amount of personal development they had before they got here, the skills that they may have before they got here, and all those things we can think about that we feel might be outside of our control. That's no more than 10 to 20% of the formula. But what's the 80 to 90% that we can replicate? What's the 80 to 90% that we do have within our control and within our power? And that's what I want to talk about today. And so one reminder is that they are proven to us that those next levels is not an amount of time. You don't need a certain amount of time, a certain amount of years, a certain amount of months to achieve whatever those next levels are. That's the gift that they bring, is eliminating the lie that we need lots of months or lots of years in order to go to those next levels. It's not an amount of time, it's a number of people. Another thing I want us to pay close attention to is how many people they are leading around the baseball diamond, them and their team, fast, per day, per hour. Per hour. How some people moved 2 people around the baseball diamond yesterday total in their entire organization. She, for example, probably moved 100 people around the baseball diamond in a few hours yesterday between her and her team. What's the difference? It's the same baseball diamond. Mr. Boone said a powerful phrase. He said it's the same pool of people. They have the same pool of people that we do. They've got the same mixture of people who are motivated, not motivated, responsive, not responsive. They have the same pool of people. That's not the difference. So what is the difference that causes them to drive so many people around the baseball diamond in the same amount of time that we have? Is what's happening inside of the leader. And this is where those 3 questions come in. Who am I? And I want everybody to answer those questions today. Because when you answer these questions, you can tap into the version of you that does the same thing that they're doing. When you're ready. At will. Who am I? And you might even go further than them. And faster. Who am I? When I translate that, it's who did God create me to be? Did he create me to be a loser or a winner? A follower or a leader? A problem complainer or a problem solver? Someone whose stuff is always happening to me, or someone who's always happening to stuff? the thermometer or the thermostat? I'm the thermostat, not the thermometer. I'm not just measuring what's happening around me. I'm shifting the temperature. I'm shifting the pace when I show up. I'm shifting the atmosphere when I show up. I'm speeding things up when I show up. Who are you? Who am I? The second question, I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm royalty. Second question, where am I going? This is a picture. This is a picture, visual picture. Where am I going? What does the world look like as a result of my life and my life's work? As a result of me showing up, what does the world look like? As a result of me showing up fully, as a result of fulfilling my assignment, as a result of living life to the fullest, as a result of going all in, as a result of my influence and impact in people, as a result of my work and accomplishments in Legal Shield. How many ring earners are produced as a result of my leadership and the catalyst and the team I put together and empower? Paint a picture. What does my family look like? What does the next generation look like? What does the community look like? What is the group of people that I've been called to serve? What does life now look like for them? What's the before and after picture? Because I lived. My dad, before he passed, one of his favorite movies, every year we would watch It's a Wonderful Life. Movie called It's a Wonderful Life, old school Christmas movie. Powerful movie. He went through some tough times and he felt like a failure. And he started thinking, maybe if I had never lived, things would be better for the people around me. And he was given the opportunity to see what his world would look like had he never lived. He is powerful, right, Dr. Matt? And he didn't realize all the people that he impacted because of who he was, because of his character, because of his influence, because of his love, because of the type of person that he was. You know, he didn't realize that some of the things he did caused people's lives to be saved. He didn't realize all the different impact that he had in his life. And he got a chance to see how bad things really would have been had he not lived. What a powerful movie. I recommend it. And so the same thing goes for us when it comes to question number 2. What does the world look like because you lived? What does your family look like because you showed up for real? And then the question number 3 is, why must I go? Go where? To that vision that you just painted. Why must you go? Why must you lead there? Why must you take people there with you? Why must you? What are all the reasons why you must? The people who came before you, for your creator, for your sanity, for what you have to prove, for what you know is possible, for the regrets that you want to avoid. Why must you go? And then even deeper, why must you go now? Because tomorrow's not promised. Because we only have so much time left. Because there's some people that need to be impacted, not now, but right now. Because there's some things that need to shift right now. Why must you go now? So let's answer that question out loud. The more you articulate it, your first version of these answers is going to be rough draft. That's okay. Speak it. My coaching for you all today is to speak it, live it, share it, show up as this new version of you. This is the real you. This is the powerful you. This is the influential you. This is the version of you that when you now go talk to somebody or make a phone call to somebody, they're not just hearing about Legal Shield. They're not just getting logic. Hey, I want to get your feedback on a project I'm working on. No, they're hearing you. They're getting you. When Marty Wynn calls somebody, or Jason Bimji calls somebody, or Darnell Self calls somebody, they're not just getting some regular old Legal Shield phone call. They're getting the power of the person who's calling them. They're getting the identity. They're feeling this. This is a movement calling me. Did y'all hear that? This is a movement calling me. When you get a phone call from Darnell South, you're not getting a Legal Shield phone call. You're getting a phone call from the very movement that oozes from his very being. So let's hear from you all. Who are you? Where are you going, and why must you go? And power team leaders, feel free to jump in and share, especially if you didn't get to earlier.
That would be my cue. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Coach, this is so strong. I want to share something that I heard on Facebook yesterday in just a moment, but to answer your question, I am an encourager, that's for sure. I'm an uplifter. I'm someone who will brighten any room, anybody, any day, time, with God's love and with his joy that he's given me. And I bring that joy with me everywhere I go. And it's apparent, and it's powerful, and it makes an impact. I love what you're saying about this. It's more than a call. It's more than a company. This is a mission, and the founder's DNA, as they talk about whenever we're at an event. That's what's in this. Like, he didn't just start this to make a profit. He did this to make a difference. That's why he said we're making a difference while making a living. But he did something and started something that has continued to change the lives of people for decades, and it will continue to do that even after he passed away, it's still living and breathing and moving. And we're a part of that. We're a part of something bigger than us. And I'm a part of something bigger. So everything I do is as unto the Lord. And so the reason I have to do it now is because, as we've been expressing on our call even earlier, we don't know. Pam said it well. Tomorrow's not promised, and neither is today. And I've seen that as I've gotten older. My aunt told me the day would come when friends would die and people would pass away. And you're left there reflecting on life and saying, man, did I do everything I'm supposed to do yet? Am I doing everything that I could be doing now? Am I doing it well? And I have a choice, and I can do something about it. And that's why I love being involved in this company, where you're able to see that and face that each time you're in an environment or a circle like this. So I saw this little video yesterday, and I can share it in the B25 group, of this gentleman who was talking about you think he's just talking about chicken strips. He said he picked up some mediocre chicken strips at a restaurant, and he forgot to get sauce. So he went back into the restaurant, and he asked the gentleman, the waiter, for some barbecue sauce. And the waiter said, oh, that's going to be 75 cents. He was like, wow, okay, 75 cents. So you want me to run my card again for 75 cents, and you're going to put it through, you're going to print out 2 copies, I'm going to sign it, you're going to sign it, and then I'll be giving you a tip. And the guy was really adamant about charging him for this barbecue sauce, 75 cents. So he says, go ahead, that's fine, go ahead and ring it up, and let's do this. So the waiter rings it up, and the man fills out his slip and tips the guy $10. And so the guy looks back and his whole attitude changed. He says, "Oh my gosh, oh wow." He says, "There's some more chicken strips here in the back. These are like the non-mediocre chicken strips, and can I get you some other sauce too?" He said his whole attitude changed, and he said the reason I did. He's like, "Why would you do that? It was $10 for 75-cent barbecue sauce." And the man that tipped him said, "I did that because you're not going to change my day. I'm in charge of my day. And because I've received things that I don't deserve, I'm going to give you what you don't deserve. And I'm going to bless you. And I'm going to decide. I've decided that I'm having a good day. And so I'm shifting, in so many words, I'm shifting the way that this whole situation goes by giving to you." And that is an example of knowing who you are. I'm going to send it to you, Coach, because it was so powerful. That's an example of knowing who you are and not allowing someone else to change that in a moment for 75 cents, because that's petty, and you know it. 75 cents. I hate when they charge for some little teeny tiny piece of chicken strip, and it should have came with my chicken strips anyway, but I'm not going to let you control me. I am the person that's going to lead this situation in a direction I want it to go in. I wanted to share that story with you all. It's fresh. I just heard it yesterday or saw it yesterday. I was like, man, that's powerful. I'll be sharing that
Love
everywhere.
it.
So back to
Love
you.
it. OMG. Unmute, make some noise for Letitia Randolph. Woo woo.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Wow. Powerful.
Wow,
Love that.
great.
Powerful. Mr. Boone, are you able to go?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but but I had a thought, and I'm just gonna go ahead and share it. And you talk about identity and who we are, and you know what it is that we're gonna do, and so often I feel like the thing that's so important for me to do with the time that I have left on Earth, it's really all about my legacy. That word legacy. It's about what I leave behind. It's about the impression that I make in this world. It's about the impact that I have while I'm alive that's still here and present when I'm gone. And for those who don't know, I have a background as an art dealer. When I first came into this business, I had a home-based art gallery, and artists, when they create prints, when they create an edition, a multiple edition of their work, a fine art print, that artist, after he produces each print, he puts his signature on that piece and he numbers that piece. So if it's 200 of prints of his work, of his fine art quality work, each one of those pieces, he signs it and he puts a number. This is number one of 200. This is number two of 200. This is number three of 300. And people cherish the ability to be an owner of one of those pieces of that artist's work. It's something the artist leaves behind long after they're gone that people will continue to look at and marvel at and be emotionally impacted by and enjoy when they see it on their wall or be emotionally moved by the image and what it means. And so, I thought about that. I have a responsibility to leave an impression, to leave multiple copies of what I've created while I'm here on this earth that will continue to remain and it will continue to impact people's lives in a positive way after I'm gone. I have to sign each piece because it's going to mean something. My signature there, who I am, and it is a part of this this legacy that I'm leaving. And so I just wanted to share that, and that's what I was thinking about as we are having this conversation this morning. What's the impact that I'm going to leave? How many people, how many lives? That's the number of prints that I'm signing, is the number of lives that I'm going to impact that are going to be around long after I'm gone. So that's it for me, Coach.
So good. Show some love. Unmute, make some noise for Marty Boone. Woo woo.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Marty. That was awesome.
Boom. That's
Good.
it. That's true. Never
Yes.
thought about it like that.
Who's next? Mr. Abraham? Dr. Mack?
I can go next, Coach. Great morning, everyone. Dr. Carolyn Mack, Washington, D.C. I was sitting here because I'm literally like typing. The questions have been on my computer since you brought them up yesterday. I typed them in. And so now I've given it a title and everything. It's like tapping into the leadership ethos. And it's like, who am I? Who did God create me to be? And that one came up today. It's like, I am an influencer of influencers in life, spirituality, business, and in all circles that I inhabit. I speak life into others that they are not aware that they can be. I help others embrace their grace to live a life of truth, meaning, and mastery. And that's a rough draft. But it's that last part that brought me to tears. Like, I help others embrace their grace. Because many times I find in that, and even in myself, is that I don't move because I don't believe. And when you can embrace the grace that God has given us each and every day, that yes, you can be and have all of the things that this organization and this business can give to you. You are deserving of it and you are worthy of it. When you can begin to believe that at a higher level, and a higher, then you can step into that place where you know who you are, you know why you are. I love what Mrs. Randolph said, and she said it with such ease because she says that to herself every day. She knows who she is. And the more I learn and become who I am and walk in the fact that I am an influencer of influencers, so I'm going to attract influencers because I can influence them. And to be the person that help others embrace their grace so that they can feel worthy to do the things that are required, to become different, to renew yourself without feeling like you're a fake or an imposter. You can renew yourself every day. You can be whoever you say you want to be. And it's okay. We've been taught to be like, fake it till you make it. No, if you say it, you are it. So then you can embrace that and keep moving forward. So this is where I am right now in answering those questions because I'm taking this very seriously and I'm walking this out each and every day. And I thank you, Coach, and all of the leaders here that come in and pour into us every day. And I believe in what this organization is doing, this mission, the teams that we have, and we are all here for a reason. And we are in the space of these leaders for a reason. So let's not take it for granted and let's move forward. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Unmute, make some noise for Dr. Carolyn Mack. Woo, woo.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, exactly, Dr. Lewis.
Incredible.
Yes, yes, yes.
Incredible. Greatness.
Uh-oh.
The amount of greatness on this call alone, this group, family, this group is what we get to give people access to. Never forget what we have to give people. How many people are going through life and they never get a chance to be surrounded by a powerful group like this? And so my charge for all of us this morning is to make sure that we give people who we are. We don't just give them a great service. We're not just giving them a great opportunity. We're giving them who we are. We're giving them where we're going. And we're giving them why we must go. Not now, but right now. Let's have an amazing, powerful day, everybody. I love you all. And remember, ED equals
Every day.
Every day.
every day. What time is it?
Ring
It's
time.
ring time.
Baby.
Next stop.
Platinum.
All right,
Love y'all.
y'all.
Have
Let's
an
go.
amazing day today.
Love y'all. Have a great day.
Love you
Let's
guys.
get it done.